We need to go to our next topic. As Nigeria continues to grapple with the realities of insecurity and ways to curb it, many citizens appear to be losing hope. A former chairman of the Senate Committee on Army, Senator Mohammed Ndume, has reminded the country that the fight is far from over, insisting that Nigerian military is ill-equipped and lacks the wherewithal to end Boko Haram insurgency or armed banditry. He stressed that the military is determined and committed to ending insurgency, but this cannot be possible if they are not fully equipped, armed, trained, and motivated. All right, Tunde Abata, let me start with you. Despite the huge allocation and resources at the disposal of Nigerian military, Senator Ndume is still saying that the military, they lack the weapons, they lack the morale. How true is this?
Well, it's from that area, but that claim notwithstanding, I think one would be unfair to the last two governments that they have not been funding the military. The military too have been trying as per their own capability. Okay. But one thing that we have to know is that because of the insurgency in West African states, especially Libya, they have access to weapons that ordinarily not everybody can come across. So the tendency to have access to weapons makes it more difficult for any country like Nigeria that has a porous border to contain them. And when you don't have enough weapons that are more sophisticated than your attackers, there cannot be containment. We cannot contain them. What we can do is to contain them. But now, the only thing that can be done is that we have to be ingenious in the way we are fighting it. The Nigerian armed forces have to look inside in terms of intelligence gathering, knowing when these people will strike. Because I don't think they can strike or they can have an upper hand except they have intelligence information.
You talk about intelligence. How intelligent is our intelligence?
I don't think our intelligence is not intelligent, except of course it has been compromised by a lot of factors, corruption and everything. When Nigerian people, even Nigerian police, send them to US for 1 week. Yes, you will have good reports about them. Exactly. So it's not as if Nigerian people are bad, but it is the system that we are using domestically that is hampering and hampering Nigeria from doing what it's supposed to do. Members of the armed forces, I believe, they are capable of containing this thing if they have the intelligence, because intelligence is very, very important, and we have the weaponry. Weaponry alone, without intelligence, it will defeat you, because these people are determined. Those people are coming to attack. They have nothing at stake. These Boko Haram people, they have nothing at stake. What they have at stake is to kill, maim, and to destroy. But we have a country at stake to protect. So I think, like if you read that Ndume story, he actually commended the military. But I think the government should devise other ways of containing these people. Not necessarily, we should not accuse the government of not funding them, except
talking about kinetic and non-kinetic.
And yes, that's the best way we can do it. We cannot fight this thing raw war. The war is not confessional. It is not a conventional war.
Asymmetric.
So we have to fight it in an unconventional way, devising intelligence gathering and some other things, and using our neighboring countries.
Neighboring countries,
like Chad, Niger, Cameroon, all these countries through which they came in, because they are not all Nigerians. Most of them, probably, like I said, the crisis in Libya actually gave the ISIS upper hand in terms of access to ammunition, access to latest thing, and ISWAP too. The crisis in Sahel, in all of that.
The Senate also talked about low morale. What should the government be doing to change this narrative?
Well, I think this administration and the previous, they really tried, just like Dr. Abata said, and in terms of equipment, and what we should be looking at, maybe providing more welfare.
Welfare
for the soldiers. I think some months back, I saw some video of some soldiers complain about their welfare. Yeah. And I think from the present CDS that we have and the crop of military officers that we have at the top, I know they are doing a lot, but they can still motivate these soldiers, because I see no reason why we should be having soldiers staying 3 months, 4 months.
Yeah, at the war front without being changed.
They have to change them, let them come back home. look for another set of people. You know that alone. Once I know that I'm going out to the war front for 2 months and I'm coming back, I would always put in my best because I know I'm coming back to my family. I will make sure that I protect the country and come back. But once it's 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, and then there's no hope of coming back, even by the time I leave that war front, that person is completely gone. Because that is where you begin to have post-traumatic, PTSD. Exactly, completely. So, and that is, we don't want that in our hands. So I think the military have to find a way to always boost the morale. Once in a while, the army chief has to go to this war front with them, boost their morale,
check on them, welfare.
Make sure that tell them good things, that the government, the people are solidly behind them.
Now, still
talking every front.
Still talking about the Borno Senator Ali Ndume. Some weeks ago, he gave a suggestion. He gave a suggestion that the government should even hire mercenaries, the ones they call military contractors.
Let me tell you.
Is it a bad idea?
We have the manpower. We have the manpower to do this work. I don't like it when Nigerians, those who are in the position of authority, undermine and try to make us look bad in the face of other people. Nigerian soldiers, when they go out internationally, they do very, very well.
But it's an asymmetric warfare.
That is where we are talking about. That is what we are talking about, using both the kinetic and non-kinetic. Are you trying to tell me that we don't have soldiers who can do this job? We have them. We have them. He was former chairman, Senate Committee on Army. So what did he do? Which laws did they pass? That
after all, this thing has been there for 20 years.
For many years, and he has been a senator since that time.
So what has he done in his own capacity?
So in other words, you don't agree with him on that?
Well, we should not just dismiss the efforts of the Nigerian military like that.
Of course.
We should devise other, kinetic ways.
Technology is even coming, so people are bringing in more technology.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Apart from the overall boosting efforts he suggested,
exactly.
We should deploy many technologies to fight this thing. Okay, why do we acquire this?
Tokano.
Tokano. Why do we acquire it when you are going to know you use it? If you are a man, you keep a gun in your house, and armed robbers knock your door, and you start shaking. Why did you acquire the gun in the first instance? So why did we acquire the Tokano? Why not deploy it to fight this thing once and for all? So yes, the more you delay in deploying the best you have, the more the thing will continue to extend.
Exactly.
And Nigeria is spending more.
We are spending more money trying to defend ourselves.
Prosecute this war.
Okay. All right, gentlemen.